My name is Helene Pilibosian, and I own Ohan Press in Watertown, Massachusetts. I'd like to read 3 poems from my book, History's Twists, the Armenians, which won an honorable mention from Writer's Digest. The first poem is called I Chose the Poetic, which is part of a group of finalist poems from a competition sponsored by New Letters magazine. Points of tact straightened my words into the twists of poems after journalism had been my podium. But there were facts, new ones. Presidents came and went like condiments of countries, Armenians among them, new for me, and Washington, D.C. Translators protected mention by mentioning the words again. Flashbulbs chased the oblivion of officials away like shadows. Stamps made of decision accompanied envelopes. New laws were scrolled to be gradually unrolled. The old rules had crumbled on thin and outdated paper. Statues of ideologues were crushed and mixed with soil of United Nations, the homeland not a newer fruit. Armenians here, Armenians there, spread thinly like jam on the bread of many lands. The new democracy was taking root like a wild daisy in a field, recalling the heaven dimension to be popular as a jazz tune. My fingers were newspaper gray with hesitant views and news of skeptical brooms made public being seized after a Stalin purge. A Khrushchev reform with thump of shoe. The cleansing of toil and inheritance. Gorbachev's new wording, melting the iron with new demands. But business began with capitalistic nail and hammer, building new walls and taste. Did they have the tools? I oiled obligation, sent palmolive and ivory, matches, candles, pencils, and money. Then wondered if poets like Kevork Emin were scribbling as much as they used to, or if artists like Saryan had enough realism or surrealism, or abstraction of shapes as they chewed the dark like gum to stick their hopes together. I was just a walking metaphor, poetry my only sport. Someday I may go there to play the game less poetically, but who'll keep score? The second poem is called No Boundaries, and it was originally published in the magazine Bibliophilus. I set Armenian miniatures on a table before me, their colors not muted by years, their shapes worshipping centuries. Their kneeling figures spoke to my fears, words they might have uttered, not always teaching by treading lightly. The application of halos was faded in scope, but not in hues transfigured by their original approach. Reds and blues dominated and conformed to the brush as dark gold of halos drew the symbols of circles. Their women few crossed my paths as if some ancient memory redrew them here, or took my consciousness back to where I was searching for their daily walk, perhaps searching then and still for a mother figure. Boundaries were blank to this celebration, this silent conversation I had with the art of saints. The third poem is called À la Courbet, which was originally published in the magazine GW Review. The Armenian language did its line dance while melding with Marseille, its alphabet shimmering like 39 placemats in gold or silver, depending on fact and weather in Gardan. The Armenian language informed us of aunts with silvered hair, of an immigration that was the foundation of a home, of meeting open markets with rabbits hung on rungs of the practical turn. The Armenian language spoke its embrace, heaved a sigh for what was and what could have been, gave its enunciations to some craggy tales, then let us go on.